Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a tutorial kind of inspired by fall and just a look I have been really into using the JACLYN HILL Morphe palette. One thing I will say is that this is a really beautiful fall palette. I mean, if you these are kind of make it a little more summery, so if you kind of take them out, it really is a lot of beautiful and bright but neutral fall colors, and it's wonderful. So I think it'll be really nice coming the holiday seasons, and it's huge. It's full of beautiful shades, so I think it's a really nice thing to have in your collection, in your kit, if you are an artist. Okay, so as you know, we are a base first family in this channel, so I am going to go ahead and start with my primer. So today I'm just going to go and use a really standard primer for me, which is my e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer, just a regular old silicone primer. Oh, it fell on the carpet. I'm using the Lottie London Selfie Ready Foundation, and this is in the shade Ivory. Ooh. I actually haven't gotten a chance to use this yet. It's like a little squeezy tube, so I feel like I'm going to use so much. Okay. That looks like it'll just about match me. Let's see here. This is such a low coverage foundation. I'm going to go ahead and go in with my MILANI Retouch and Erase Concealer because it's just kind of the same. Like, it's a light, like, more sheer coverage concealer. I hate this applicator though. Who does this? Okay, so before I go ahead and set anything, I'm going to go ahead and take my Fenty Beauty matchstick in the shade Amber, and I'm going to go ahead and contour with this. So I found that my favorite way to apply this is to take your finger and kind of warm it up and apply it with your finger. You can apply it with the stick, but I found that it can kind of drag if you put too much force on it, which of course I always do. And take whatever sponge I'm using and just blend it into the skin. For powder, I'm going to go ahead and use this e.l.f. finishing powder. It is their Beautifully Bare finishing powder or something like that, and it is in the shade Fair Light. I love this powder, if you couldn't tell. It is beautiful. It is sheer, but it also has a great amount of coverage, if that makes any sense. It's just a wonderful powder. So I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes as well. It's right here, my chin and my forehead. Now that I've gone ahead and gone in with my powder, I'm going to use one of my favorite bronzers. This is the MARC Jacobs Tantasic bronzer. I'm not sure if they're still selling this one or not. I know they still have Tantalizing, which is the black packaging. I don't know if they still have this one, but I'm going to go ahead and use it because I just feel like it. I'm sorry. I love this bronzer, and it was expensive, so I'm obviously going to use it. Okay, since I got that done, we're going to do a second level of setting like I always do. I'm taking my Beauty Bakerie Flower Setting Powder, and I'm going to go ahead and bake my under eye as well as right under my contour line. Ooh, doggy. Alright, so let's go ahead and get zoomed in. I'm going to go ahead and start on my eyes and do my brows. Okay, so I hope that that's bright enough. Okay. I need to get my brows done because they're just looking like trashy and like covered in like loose hairs. It's just a mess. It's a mess. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I didn't even prime my eyelids yet. I'm a freaking wreck. Okay, so these two shades right here are a little more shimmery than I would like for base shades, or like to set my primer, so I am gonna go ahead with this third shade right here, which is a little more darker than like I would like, but you know what? We're not even gonna see it at the end of this look, so it's not gonna matter. Tan, but because I am planning on doing a more, I don't want to call it like a smoky, but it's just a darker look, I'm not too concerned. You know what, F it, we're just going to do it, we're just going to go for it. So I'm going to start with this yellow shade right here. Just kind of a nice little matte mustard, and it's really pigmented. There's no mirror, give me the mirror! And I'm just going to buff that all out into my crease. I love these yellow crease shades. I think that they are so beautiful and they're on trend for fall. So just take that, and I really just blend it up as high as you can, like, don't hold back. I'm going to take a different crease brush this time, and I'm going to go ahead and go in with this shade right here. Let me see if I can get to it where my eyes, with this shade right here. I don't want to blend it as high as I did that yellow because I still want it to be bright, but I do want it to get up there, you know what I'm saying? So just kind of windshield wiper until you feel comfortable with it. This is just to kind of add some depth to it. No, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here next to that shade we just used. It's more orange shade. So I'm gonna start from the outer corners, kind of pack it in, and then slowly work your way into the crease. Or just shove it all in there like I just did. Either way, works out. The key to this look I have found is to just keep blending until you have carpal tunnel. I'm gonna go in with this red shade right here. Can you see this one? I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing that I did with the orange and just kind of blend it in. Like I said, this look is all blending. This time actually do start on your outer corners and build your way in. Don't just throw it into the crease like I did. Once again, I'm going to take that same brush and I'm going to go in with this dark shade right here. Barely put that in. So just barely, like right here. Just slowly build it up. Do not blend it out into the crease. I like the shade because it's very brown, but it also has like this red undertone, which really just goes so well with this look. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this lip brush, and I'm just gonna take a little bit of concealer. This is the Wet n Wild concealer. Just take it on that brush, and I'm going to go ahead, and I hope you can see this, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of carve out a little bit. Ooh. So I'm going to go ahead and set that before it dries down with the shadow I want to use, and I want to use this. It's a very foresty green, and I love that kind of color, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. I know it's a little off for the crease shades I've got going on right now. Just trust me on this. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to start planting it over where I did my concealer. I really like the contrast that having that cool shade does mixed with all these warm tones in my crease. I think it is just really, really beautiful. I'm going to take that same brush and I'm just going to try and blend it a little bit so it doesn't look as awkwardly cut crease. So I went ahead and did both eyes. I kind of messed this one up a little bit on the corner, but that's okay because we're going to fix it. Well, I'm going to go back in with that brown shade right here, and when I put that back on that same brush, where'd it go? Here we go. That same brush right here, this like the smaller crease brush. I'm just going to put a little more on than we did before. So a pretty decent amount, and we're just going to pop that in on the outer corners, and it'll kind of make it just look a little more seamless. That's kind of what I'm hoping will happen because I totally like janked up my eye. Okay, so now that that's done and taken care of, we're going to go ahead and do our lower lash line. So I'm just going to take the underside of this brush right here, just kind of a little flat brush. Any kind of flat brush will do, and I'm going to just start with that yellow and then work my way back through the ombre. The other red colors, I'm just going to go straight in with that forest green, and I'm going to keep that very, 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 very close to the lower lash line. I am going to bring it all the way around. Take my ColourPop Swerve gel liner, and we're just going to go ahead and put that on the waterline, if I can open this up. So I'm going to go ahead and go in with mascara. I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise Mascara. Whoa! This is my first time opening this, so I'm excited. Ooh, this is a big wand. Hello, it's a lot of excess I just cleaned off. So now that my mascara is done, I'm going to go ahead and finish my face and do my lips. So let's see. Go ahead and take the Milani Powder Rose Blush in the shade Romantic Rose. But I just want something really neutral to not interfere because this look is obviously very dramatic. Okay. And for highlighter, I'm going to go ahead and take the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder. This is that nice one that's like $6. It's in the shade Starlight Glow. And I'm going to go ahead and put that all over my cheeks. This is a really beautiful, affordable highlighter. If you are in the market for one, I really recommend these e.l.f. $6 ones. Okay, I love the glow that this gives me, but I think I just want a little more oomph. So I'm going to go ahead and take the ColourPop, I almost want to call this the I Like Your Face palette, the Give Me More palette, and I'm going to go ahead and take this shade right here in Upgrade. Yes, Upgrade. Here. Just on my cheekbones. Oh damn, what am I going to do for my lips though? Okay, so for my lips, I think I'm going to take the Colored Rain liquid lipstick, and this is in the shade Brick House. It's just kind of a nice, like, burnt red orange color, and I think it'll look really nicely, just kind of like an accent to my crease. These liquid lipsticks are so underrated. And Colored Rain has sales, like, all the time. I really recommend picking these up. For setting spray, I'm going to go ahead and take the Catrice Prime and Fine Multi-Talent Spray. You hear that? So this is my favorite fall dramatic look. I really hope you guys enjoy it and enjoy this tutorial, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments, and let me know what you think and what else you'd like to see for this upcoming season. I almost said in Jesus' name I pray, amen. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.